Thank you for watching. If you're familiar with my channel, you might remember that earlier this year I built myself a TrailFinder II kit by RC4WD with the Toyota HiLux body. For me, it was the very first time that I put together, I'm still really bad at muting my computer, sorry for that. It was the very first time that I put together a kit with a hard body and that I painted up a hard body. So I think there's still a lot to learn in that department for me. I've been, well, as always, browsing around on a ton of forums and having a look at what people are up to with their hard bodies. And there's such an amount of creative stuff that you can use on a hard body that I feel that in case of the Toyota HiLux, I didn't use it to its full potential. Anyway, right after I put the HiLux together, RC4WD came out with this Land Rover Defender. They call it the Gelände II. I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of this kit already all over the internet because it is a really popular model. But I just really needed to have one. I've always been in love with the boxy shape of a Land Rover Defender. It is really one of the iconic off-road cars that you can purchase, and I can't wait to get started on this and turn it into my scaled down version of what I think the ultimate off-road, the ultimate 4x4 should look like. RC4WD, they don't just make the kit, they also make well, several option parts. For example, this licensed ARP roof rack. Get a few other parts that are on back order, so I'm still waiting for those to come in. They also make this, well, this is a light bar. I never worked with lights on a truck before, and I want to make this thing look as scaled as possible. Well, a scaled down version of what I think the ultimate off-road truck would look like, at least. I get a ton of parts here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of them, but it's nice to have a bit of a choice while you're building, because most of the times when you're putting something together, your vision of what the end result should look like will vary a tiny bit during the process. Again, there's a ton of info to be found on the internet if you want to look into how to detail a hard body, for example. You can add stuff in styrene, there's people doing brazing. I'm not going to attempt brazing yet, for example, but I do want to give styrene building a shot. And I think that with this Gelände II truck, I got a really good base to see and to try to find out what styrene building is about. It is a really interesting technique. There's a lot of stuff to be learned in that department, so I need to do a lot of more reading. I need to do a lot of trying, a lot of failing as well. And during the whole winter, you will be here to witness it with me if you want to follow along with this build. There's a few new brands as well that I'm going to use on this build. I purchased this kit at TGN Distributing. There's a link in the description box below, most likely because I really like what TGN does for the hobby. I will also put a logo in the screen so you know what to search for. The TGN crew was really hospitable to me last year when I was over in the United States for RCX to promote the Penta body. Great people, awesome heart for the hobby, and well, they have a ton of crawler stuff on their website. So you might want to check that out and see if they got something for your build. One of the new brands that they recently started carrying is Arches RC. Arches is, I believe, an Italian brand, and they make this really, well, super detailed, I believe this is laser cut stainless stuff. TGN also produces a great deal of scale parts. Amongst those are sleeping bags, wash tubs, beer cans, you name it. And all those items combined will make me help to create that scale looking Land Rover Defender that I really want to have. So I hope you will tag along, and I hope you will follow this build during the winter. There's plenty of stuff to do, there's plenty of paint work to do, there's plenty of customizing to do. The ideas are starting to flow. If you have any suggestions on what you would like to see me do, please leave me a comment in the box below. Color schemes, styrene ideas, even some other forums than the ones that I've put in the description box already. I'll just put the few favorited ones by me. I'll put those there. That's scale4x4rc.org, scalebuildersguild.com, and rccrawler.com. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other forums where you can get some awesome info. But those three, you know, they're amongst the ones to really keep an eye on. There's such amazing builds going on over there, and the people on there, they're friendly, they're helpful, and the skill level that they have is just off the hook. So I hope that in the end I will have a truck that I can proudly present on those forums as well, because that's what it's all about. Everybody's helping each other to up the bar a tiny bit, and by doing that we managed to push the envelope on the hobby a tiny bit further. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Next video I'll be doing a ton of other projects in between building this, because well, there will be a lot of waiting for parts as well. So in the next video you most likely will see me painting a Lexan body again for one of my larger or smaller RC cars, pointing at a place where you that's way out of the viewer again, because I don't know, I tend to do that, but I'm pointing over there because that's where all of my other RCs are. In the meantime, I'll be having fun with this. I will be putting together that chassis and whatnot. And if you want to follow along with this build, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Okay, well, with that being said, take care, stay safe, and I hope to see you around.